Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lauren. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Today we're talking all about K-Beauty and I'm going to tell you about the gems that I've tried from different K-Beauty brands. This video is sponsored by YesStyle. I've been working with them for many years now, I feel like, on the channel. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. YesStyle has tons of different beauty brands on their website and a lot of K-Beauty. And I've been trying stuff from the past and also some new stuff. And these are the things that made the cut that I think are worth it, that I'm really into. Really, there's a focus on lip stuff because I've been getting into glossy lips, lip stains, that type of stuff. Really perfect for K-Beauty lip products, as well as you already know, sparkly eyeshadows. I love a sparkly eyeshadow and I feel like I found some good ones. I did a video in the past like swatching and comparing sparkly eyeshadows. I'm gonna leave that down below if you want to check it out. I am mentioning a couple of those shadows because they're just like the best of the best, but if you kind of want to see a swatch comparison and ranking and all that, I'll leave that down below. I thought that was a fun video. But anyway, those are the two categories of makeup I really focus on in here. I also do have a few skincare products that I'll talk about. These are like tried and true. I really wanted to keep it to the things that I've used multiples of. I'm also really excited because all the stuff is on the affordable side. All of it's definitely under $20 a piece, but a lot of it is more under 10, a lot of the lip products and different things. So before we get into all the details, I do have a code. It's LaurenMay10 to save you 10% off a minimum purchase of $49. That code is not affiliated, but the links for YesStyle are, just so you guys know. Obviously no pressure as always, but if you're gonna shop, that's there for you if you want it. All right, let's get into skincare first. I'm gonna start off with this Purito Deep Sea Pure Water Cream. I tried this, I don't even know, maybe in 2020 for the first time, and I fell in love. I just love a gel cream. Okay, that's my preferred like texture and just everything for skincare. I love it for my eye creams. That's how my Belief Aqua Bomb Moisture Eye thing is. I love it. It's so refreshing. I just repurchased that during the Sephora sale and I like forgot how good it was. I forgot how good it was. Anyway, I'm getting off track because of my love for gel creams, but this is a gel cream as well. So it's like semi-opaque white and it's so hydrating. I think that's what I like most about gel creams is that they hydrate without being sticky or tacky or heavy. And I have oily skin, so I like being moisturized. I really like that as a priming step just to keep my skin nice. Just because you're oily, you still need to moisturize. But this type of product also works well for Sam, who has really dry skin. Sam's my husband. And this one's just worked well for us throughout the years. This is around like $16, like 15 and change on the site. Depending on deals, they do different deals and different stuff all the time over there. But I absolutely love this. It works great under makeup. It works great. Like I can layer it. Sometimes when I just want something light, I'll just use this and I like that as well. It's just been a staple that I go back to. Like I constantly go back to, and it's nice sometimes, you know, to not have the most expensive skincare. This one you don't feel like you need to like ration as you use it, and I like that too. So really love this cream, super hydrating. That's always what I want, that moisture. Like I love moisture in skincare. That's like one of my #1 things besides AHAs. Really the other skincare product I wanted to mention, and you've probably seen me talk about these before, these are the COSRX Acne Pimple Master Patches. These are so good. If you guys need little pimple patches to help dry out your pimples, these work like a dream. I'm pretty lucky, like lately I haven't been getting too many spots, which thank you. But when I feel one coming on, these help tremendously. I like to use these best overnight, and this comes with like a range of different sizes, which I really enjoy. So depending on how the situation's going, you can tackle that issue. And I really find these are best for when I have something that's pretty like angry, and you can tell kind of, I mean, we're getting graphic here, but moist, okay? You have a moist situation going on. These are those like hydrocolloid. You know the things you've seen all over TikTok where they'll put like a huge bandage on their face and they'll come away with like all the oils. That's what these do. They suck up that oil, and it's really great if you want to kind of dry out a spot. And I find it also helps with making a pimple not be as raised, usually because it's like, you know, kind of helping to suck that shit out, you know? This is just my experience anyway. And that's really nice because it's the one thing with any type of spot that you can't really cover up with makeup is the actual texture of it. And so I really love them for that. Sam also uses these depending on what's coming up, and they really just help to like take a situation that could take a couple of days to really get done, it's a lot faster of like a recovery period when I use these, and so I really love them. Always have them on hand, and I think they're really affordable, specifically on YesStyle, because these are like $3 for this pack, or you can buy them in like multiple packs and you save a little bit of money here and there. But yeah, I mean, it's a pimple patch. There's tons of different ones out there, but those are the ones that I found are just like inexpensive and work, and I love that. And so they just kind of stick around always. All right, now we're gonna get into, I don't know if I should do eyes first or lips. Let's do eyeshadow. You guys know I love my eyeshadows, and these are all singular potted eyeshadows. That's something I'm really into, and I'm gonna start off with what's on my eyes today. This is one I picked up a while ago, and this one's from Maison, and this is the Visualistic Shadow in the shade Personal Champagne. And this is an absolutely beautiful, sparkly, neutral champagne. It has a little bit of gold going on, as well as this tiny, just very slightly warm red to the base. And when I say slightly, I mean that. It's very, very slight, but it's absolutely beautiful. This is one of those neutrals that just has something special going on. There's like multi-dimensional little glitter particles in here, not real glitter. That's definitely one of the hard things shopping around with different beauty products, especially with K-beauty products, trying not to get actual like plastic glitter. I try to always read the description, so none of these have like plastic glitters in them. But the shimmer that's in here is really fine, really beautiful. If you want to like have it more opaque, you can use a glitter glue, but I like using this just on top of like a normal base that I would do, a normal eye primer that I would do. And that's what I'm wearing today, just on my lid. I just blended my blush into my crease and then put this on with my fingers. So pretty. I also, you know, did that classic tapping out in that outer corner, and that tiny red undertone really complements the blush well too. I feel like it really tied in. Just a stunning little eyeshadow. Definitely, I feel like a hidden gem and one of my favorites. I specifically love those neutral shadows that just have something extra that puts them over the edge, that puts them past normal. Because of the sparkle in here, there's almost something like low-key confetti or rainbow about it, but like in a very subtle way, and I love it. So this is a very, very good one. If you're looking for a really shimmery eyeshadow, this one's been really great as well. This is from the brand Etude House, and this is the Look at My Eyes Jewel. I think the shade is a bunch of numbers, so I'll put that down below, but it's the Cookie Chips eyeshadow. Again, if you're looking for something neutral and golden, this has like a little bit of a bronze base to it, but then on top of that bronze base is just tons and tons of like flaky, shimmery particles. This one to me looks pretty wet when I have it on my eyes. I really love it. I like pairing it over a base. I like wearing it on its own. You guys know I love like one shadow looks, and I feel like a lot of these really shimmery shadows evoke more of the K-beauty look, but also just looks stunning. Like, I just love something simple, and then like maybe doing something more bold on the lips or focusing on the skin or your highlight and stuff like that. So this one is really, really beautiful. Again, another really shimmery one. I would suggest with all of these though, if you're really looking for longevity in wear and not having it fall onto your face, really using a glitter glue. Those are going to give you the best results for that. And also if you want something more opaque, it's really going to beef it up a bit. But if you want something a little bit more sheared out, you can also do that without having as tacky of a base. But I love that one. That one's really, really beautiful and is definitely super sparkly. Very, very sparkly. All right, next is kind of a collection of shadows. These are all from the brand Holika Holika, and I was so excited when I saw these. They have different ones in these kind of, I think they're like puzzle themed. A lot of them I feel like have like a puzzle name to them on the site, but they have like a lot of matte shades. But you know me, I mean, I love a matte actually, but I don't love a sparkle. I'm all about this sparkle. And when I saw these like in the cases, something about them, like once I got the Charlotte Tilbury, I was like, these are kind of, they give me similar vibes, okay? I don't have exact color dupes, but they're very similar. So there's 4 different shades that I have. I think there's 5 in the entire collection. There's the shade Moonstone, which is a beautiful, like cooler champagne shadow. It almost leans on taupe, but it's still pretty light. There's the shade Flare, which is a nice warm bronze with like a more orange undertone. There's Sandlit, which is like a golden bronze, but it has a little bit of like a pink shift on it. And then last is Demure, which is more of like a rose gold. It doesn't have the shift, but it is leaning slightly more pink and bronze at the same time. I've really been loving these, and like I was saying, they reminded me once I got the Charlotte Tilbury, I was like, these these just seem, they have a similar vibe to them. Like if you like the idea of this single compact with a glittery, sparkly, beautiful one shadow look, I feel like you could get that from these. Again, not exact color dupes. I don't have exact color dupes. I'm going to compare it to the rose gold just so you can see what it looks like, because that's the closest color I could say. But I think my favorites, the two that I love the absolute most out of these, are Moonshine. Oh, I love this one so much. These add tons of sparkle to the eye. They're like semi-sheer, and again, depending on if you use a base or not, which I actually do really suggest with these and kind of prefer it that way, just so that way I get the best longevity. Because of how much sparkles in here, you can get a little bit of fallout, so use a good base on them. But they look absolutely stunning on the eyes. They're really like a pop. Like these are little pop shots. I'm telling you, maybe a little bit more sparkly, but still that same vibe. And I love the packaging of them, so sturdy. There's something so tactile and like cute about these. I love so much. But the other one that I really like is the Demure shade, which is more of like a rose gold type of color. I really love both of those. Those are the two I would suggest the most. The other ones are beautiful as well, but you know, just preference wise. I was just really stoked to find these. I really feel like these are one of the biggest treasure based off of feeling and just everything about them. And you guys know my love for the Holika freaking little potted shadows that are no longer available. Like that's really what started my love. If you've been here, hello. But those are no longer available. You can't get them on the site anymore, unfortunately, or I think really anywhere. Like I think they're gone. They're finally gone. These aren't exactly like that, but I just felt like still super excited for them, and they feel like the new version for me of that. But I'll show you the swatch now of the comparison if you want to see it against the rose gold Pop Shot shadow from Charlotte Tilbury. I think the biggest difference I could say is obviously price, packaging, that type of stuff, but for like color and texture, this is a little less sparkly than the Holika shadows, and this has a bit more of like an opaque kind of base to it. Again, this is more of a semi-opaque base, but otherwise I feel like they're very similar. And again, for the price difference, you know, I think it's worth something if they seem interesting to you. All right, and the last eyeshadow I have to talk about, this is one from that past video as well with the sparkles. Now this one's really interesting in texture. It's one of those potted shadows that kind of blurs the line between, is it a cream, is it a loose powder? Like I'm unsure. That's what this is. Do you guys remember those L'Oreal pots? And I'm trying to think, it's really the L'Oreal ones, the Infallible Eyes, I think they were called. Oh, that's like bringing back so many memories. Anyway, this is the Shine Fix Eyes. I'm not entirely sure if that's the brand. I will have it down below, but it's the number 2. It's a beautiful gold, and this is super flaky, so sparkling, glimmery, glamour, like everything I love. Like I'm a little raccoon, I tell you. I really love this. Again, it gives you more of like that wet shine because of how sparkly it is. The base on it is slight. It's there, but very slight. And so I find that these work well for me anyway for one shadow looks. If I want something that's really going to show my lashes off, like really like bare lashes with just some mascara on them, and then, you know, blush it up and add a lip, this is just a really great option if you're looking for those sparkles. And I've tried a lot. I'm telling you, on the site, I've tried so many of the different sparkly eyeshadows that aren't actually glitter, and these are the top ones I would say for you to check out. But of course, with any of these, leave your K-beauty gems down below too, because I'm always on the lookout. There's so much, like sometimes the site can be honestly a little overwhelming. There's just so much. So if you have any recommendations, like let us know some of your favorites, let me know, and maybe I can check those out next time. All right, now we're gonna move on to lip products. First and foremost, I just wanna mention that Laneige is on the site for the lip masks, and I find it shocking. It seems untrue, but they have a listing for a 20 gram, which is the big size of the Laneige lip sleeping masks. I'm gonna check my notes. For $9.90 each. What? Like, that's such a great price. If you know, these are like $20 at Sephora, so I would definitely check that out if you're looking to restock on the Laneige lip sleeping mask, or you've never tried it before. They also have minis, like different listing for minis, so make sure you really look at which one you're getting. But I'm telling you, 20 grams, and I checked on here, I was like, that's like half the price, so I really need to know. You know me in a deal. This is like a cult classic mask. I have the apple one here. It's apple lime, and I feel like it's more limey than apple, let me tell you. This is if a lime popsicle, like those ones that are just in the plastic, you cut the top off, those. If that lime popsicle like syrup was a LaCroix, that's what the taste slash smell of this is on your lips. That's what this is. Anyway, I was trying the apple one out, but I love the original. I think the original is my favorite. I've tried many different iterations of the different scents and flavors, and some of them are really fun, but I just love the classic Laneige lip sleeping mask. That pink color I think just looks so great, whether you're using it as a mask before you go to bed or you're applying it like to go out. Like, it looks just great on the lips too. And of course the way it feels, and also I feel like heals my lips, is amazing. Tried lots of different lip masks when I go to bed, but the times when my lips are the absolutely most desperate, we could say desperate, the Laneige really helps breathe some life back into them overnight. So really love that. Just wanted to shout it out. I've loved this for years. But we're gonna get into some other lip products. I'm really excited about the different Romand lip products that are on the site. I'm first gonna talk about these Glasting Water Tints, and probably the last one. I feel like everyone's like, yeah, the Glasting Water Tints, of course they're great. I'm like, oh, what the heck? And I just more recently got into these. I've had one of these for a long time. I've kept it around. I never declutter it. I'm always like, oh, but it's so pretty. I never get rid of it. And I finally am at a place where I am liking that tinted lip look. I feel like for a long time, I really just wanted my natural lip color. I didn't want more than that. You guys know I haven't traditionally been a big lip product person unless it's a glossy, like pretty much my lip shade gloss. Like that's it, or a balm. Like that's all I would do. But I've been getting into that pop on the lips. I feel like it's so youthful and really beautiful and juicy, and just I'm getting used to seeing that color on my lips, and I really like it. And all that's to say about the Glasting Tints that these give that with a gloss. So I just feel like they're very unique products, at least to me from what I've tried. These are a lip gloss. It goes on glossy. It feels nice and hydrating. I think I used to think these felt sweaty on my lips. I think I've mentioned that. I don't feel like that anymore. Like, I guess I understand how I thought that, but now I like it, so I don't know what that's about. But these feel really hydrating. They're like a nice gloss that's not sticky, it's not heavy. But what's so amazing about them is that without you realizing it, they start dyeing your lips. They start tinting your lips. And so as you wear it, the gloss wears away, and then you're left with still the tint. You still have the color, and it looks so natural. I feel like that seems so ripe for like that going wrong, going all types of wrong, because I've had tints where, you know, it doesn't stain evenly, or it just looks bad, or all the stains look the same, and that is not the case with these. Even though a lot of them are more that red tone, they do have slight differences to them that I can tell on the lips. I love how the stain looks afterward, and then if you want, you can reapply with these products, and it's going to make the stain just a little bit darker, and then you'll have that glossy look again. Or you can just add a different gloss, already have the stain, and just keep touching up with a gloss, which is more what I prefer to do usually. So I have 3 shades here. The one that I've used the absolute most is Vintage Ocean. This is the shade I had before, and it's a really beautiful like brown rose jammy type of shade. I really, again, it's hard to explain these if you haven't tried them, but the gloss, you don't expect it. They're so sheer when you put them on that I'm shocked every time it actually leaves that stain, because you don't like see the stain through it. It's magic. It feels like magic to me. The one I'm wearing today, this is the shade Brick River, which is a lot more like of an orangey kind of red color. And then I also have the shade Rose Splash. I just think if you're into that tinted lip stain but want the gloss, this is it all in one. You don't have to have multiple products. They're just really great. I love the packaging. I like just so much about them, and I just think they're special, man. They're really, really special. And so from having that Vintage Ocean shade, I decided to pick up in this most recent time that I've been testing stuff, the Romand Glasting. I just love that term, glasting. Like, isn't there something like special about that? Glasting Water Glosses. I picked up 2 shades. I think there's 3 in total. I have been loving this. I'm actually gonna put it on right now. These are a little bit different. So the Glasting Water Tints also have, I just wanna mention, a little bit of like a sweet taste to them. The Glasting Water Glosses don't have any of the tint. They're like clear lip glosses. This one is like slightly tinted, but overall almost clear gloss. I don't know why I'm doing this without a mirror. What am I doing? This gives you that glossy shine. I love this. I've been wearing this so much with just like a lip liner, and this go-to look. This is like a little bit thinner while still being viscous, and it has little sparkles in it that you can't actually feel, which I love. And then this has a minty, almost kind of plumping effect to it, which I like a mint lip gloss, but if you don't, that's definitely something to know. These are just so beautiful. I will say I was thrown off because this doe foot is like a plastic spatula. Like, it's very odd. It's very bendy and flexible, but it's very unique. I'd never really, I don't know if I've experienced that before. I can't remember if I had. It felt new. It felt like a whole new experience. And at first I was a little like, I don't know about that. But once you get used to it, it's really not a big deal. And I feel like I can apply the gloss just as well. But I love how this wears on my lips. I don't get the white ring. You guys, I'm like notorious for getting that. And I've actually had a lot of compliments from you guys being like, what's on your lips? What's so glossy? What's so glossy? It's like, it's been this, I feel like, almost all of the times. It's so good. And I just love a clear gloss. Last, to finish out this video, I wanted to mention the Kaja lip products. Now, these are the gloss shots, and I initially tried these from Sephora. I think I got like a 100-point perk. I don't know why I didn't realize, but Kaja is sold over on YesStyle, and I feel like you can get things quite a bit cheaper. They have the bento boxes as well over there for like $16, and I think they're more like $26 over on Sephora. So definitely some good prices on Kaja products depending, but I do really like these lip glosses. These are different than what I've been mentioning so far. These are a milky consistency. There's 4 in the line. I just have 2. I have the shades Milk Tea and Honey Drizzle, and I really like these when I want that milky look, which a milky lip is hard. I feel like I've tried a lot of different milky lip glosses that, you know, look separated or settle into the lines. Like, it can go bad really fast, and I feel like these are done really well. They're a bit thicker, but not in any way that I don't enjoy. If anything, I feel like they kind of like smooth out my lips, kind of make them look a little fuller, and they add that tiny bit of milkiness while still being transparent, and I think it's just a really beautiful take on a milky lip look. So really love these. If you haven't tried them, I wanted to give them a shout out in this video as well. And those are all my like gems. Like, these are the top things. There's a lot of things that I was trying out that just didn't quite make it into the video. Like, I'm still just wanting to test them. I'm still just wanting to like get more of my thoughts, and these are the things that really I feel like stand out in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'd love to know any of your K-beauty gems down below that you can get off of YesStyle, or just that you think I should try out. I would love to, especially lip products. I just feel like I'm in a way more adventurous mode with lips. I'm willing to try more stuff on my lips. I've been really liking bold lips, glossy lips, matte lips, like just lots of different things I can just get down, and I really feel like it's like finishing my looks, especially I think because I go a little more neutral a lot of the time with my eyes now. You know, I feel like I can let the lips shine a little bit different than I used to before. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to YesStyle for sponsoring this video, and thank you so much to you guys for your support. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here. It means so much, and I hope this video is helpful. So, but other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.